What philosophical or spiritual beliefs underpin your approach to leadership?
Yeah. So, rooted in my approach to leadership is the temporariness of the person. Me, for example, I'm here for a limited time, and it's an illusion. It's very difficult to contemplate that because I've always been here. In my mind, since I've come online consciously, I've always been here. And this is something we've observed. I'm far from the first. In fact, there's a name for it. It's called childhood amnesia. And so anybody watching this can try to think about, like, what is their earliest memory? When did they become a person? When did the lights turn on? At what age? And usually the answer is around 3 years old. But I don't know that people can remember anything when they were three. Not everybody. I have a memory or two from when I was the age of three, but nothing before that. And why is that? Well, there's a lot of reasons. It's not amnesia. It's not like somebody knocked you on the head and you forgot. It's that you never had the conscious apparatus to even begin building that identity. You didn't have the foundation of language, so that you didn't have the ability to take concepts and relate to the concepts out in the world internally. That came with language. And then it came with people introducing, how should you feel about these things? Should you like this? Should you not like this? And at some point in this process, the lights turn on and you realize you are separate from your environment, that you are this person they're talking to. You're, in this case, I'm the atom that people are pointing, oh, there's me. And now there could be things attached to it. Adam is good, Adam is bad, Adam is smart, Adam is dumb, And then, so now with the coming online of our personhood comes a whole lot of other information about it based on our environment. And so now what we're trying to do is navigate this external world as this entity, as in my case, Adam. Adam's this, Adam's these things. And so what we would call that is differentiation, meaning Adam isn't just a blank slate. Adam has been differentiated. Adam has qualities now. Either they were from inside, what we would call nature. They were part of some DNA that leads to behavior. And certainly we know there's a lot of that. I mean, I'm behaving in certain ways, a lot of because of my DNA. Like my DNA forms my physical structure. So my behavior is I will sit in my chair the way I sit in my chair. Unless our knees bent the other opposite direction, we would be doing the activity differently. So the DNA already kind of determines a lot of what we're going to do. And then there's subtle things we don't know about, the neurochemicals, and maybe how certain combinations of them elicit either a certain excitable state or a certain relaxed state, which then determines how I read what happens in my environment. And ultimately, that's what's happening. We are a self engaged in this wide open environment. Okay, what do we do? How do we navigate it? And there aren't really good instructions, at least in my experience. We have school, we have institutions. That's really what it is. It's our educational institutions, our religious institutions, our civic and governmental institutions, our family institutions, our corporate institutions are the main ones. I'm probably missing some categories there, but that covers it. So these institutions function within society and shape collectively. The degree to which we're shaped by the organizations around us, we don't even think about it. I don't even, and I'm an organizational I'm a student of organizational dynamics, and even I forget, the degree. But every institution is now run by people, and those people have a mindset around what they are doing, what they think of in terms of running that organization, and to the degree those people have the optimal mindset and the optimal abilities to do it, that organization will not be at its best. And so all the people within the organization, all the people served by it. So there's such a connection between the self, the organization, and that is leadership. Leadership is that connection. What we mean and talk about as leadership. But what we talk about as leadership needs to be broken down into really two things: authority and leadership.